Here we are again. We are going over the forgotten moves of professional wrestling. We've gone over a whole series of these. We got a couple more to do. I'm loving it. I'm loving this, by the way. I'm hoping that you're enjoying it as much as we are. Well, Ronnie Matthews is only so much, right? But the idea is what we want to do is bring back some of the old stuff and make it new again. And everything that we're using today is solid. This is all great stuff that has completely been forgotten about, and it all can be used at any time. It doesn't take much to call it, and that's the perfect point. Is like you can do it on the fly. So like the atomic drop, and then I got into this thing with Lance Storm saying there was a front ass bump, and then everybody chimed in, and it was great because this is the community of professional wrestling. It's not me saying I'm completely 100%. It's atomic drop. That's what it is. Now this is what makes it great because we see where the traditions start. So you see guys from the South, me and Hurricane Helms. You see X-Pac in that Twitter kind of chat where we're going back and forth. We got all the way out west, Western Alberta with Lance Storm. We have me, who's central. It's all different areas of the country, different countries, different areas, talking about how things were named and how they were called. And it's great. This is pro wrestling. This is the community you build. This is awesome. Now, let's do more of this, man. If you want to chat more about this stuff, I'm all about it. Let me know what you think. Like we went over the Manhattan drop, and of course Chris Hero knows about the Manhattan drop. Why it's called Manhattan drop. It'll always be a reverse atomic to me. I find that the easiest way. Manhattan drop is too much of a tongue tie. Reverse atomic. That's what it's going to be to me for the rest of my life. But like, this is the point that I'm making, is that professional wrestling has different traditions in different areas of the world. And that's what's great about it, because it's still universal. We're still a universal thing, and it's just neat to see everybody's kind of take on it. My take's really good though. I'm just saying, that's why we're doing this, because we're trying to teach you guys the right take. Anyways, today in our forgotten moves, we are talking over shoulder breaker. Have you seen a shoulder breaker since Scotty Norton? Big Scott Norton did the coolest shoulder breaker. Not only because it was cool that Scott Norton did it, it looked like he broke a man in half. It looked like his knee was splitting a tree in half. It was amazing because he's so strong, the strongest dude ever. So today, with me and my assistant Rodney Matthews, I'm going to show you how to just set it up. And we're going to go with the traditional lockup. I'm going to go for a body slam, but as I scoop him up, I'm going to hook on the other side of his hips. So I have him almost in a tombstone position, basically, but he's on the one side. Rocky Maivia, right? Remember Rocky used to do this? This used to be his finish back before he was The Rock. So today, let's go over that. We're going to go with a solid lockup. I'm going to go into a body slam position. Once I have him up, I'll explain the rest. All right, so we're locking up. Nice, good extension. Great job, nice and strong. I love it. Push that arm over the top. That's what I want to do. I want to push his arm over the top so I have his collar on one side. He has an anchor on my shoulder. Once I scoop through, I go into no man's land. I go as deep as possible because the deeper and tighter you are, the easier your body is to control. So I'm going to scoop him up. As I do though, as I pop him up, I'm going to switch my hand to the other side, which is kind of neat, if you can see that. So it's a pop. We can get through the middle. I'm going to show you. You know what? I'll show you from this angle as well. Here, right here. So once we're in this position here, lock up, and we push through, what I'm going to do, watch my hand. So as I scoop, bang, and I load him on my shoulder. He's up nice and easy. He's posted here, which is great. Now, with the shoulder breaker, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trap his left arm, because we're working the left, always. So I'm going to left it in. Look, I got it trapped in. So as I do, I have that range. As I drop, I just drop him on his shoulder and let him take his own bump. This is all on Rodney Matthews to take his own bump. Once he lands, here's a great one. You've already hit this. Why wouldn't you grab that wrist and turn it in to where the damage is? If you're not going to hook that leg, if you're on him, you got that, you can come right into it like this. So you have full body in his chest, and you have the damaged area all tied up and kinked up. It's such a great move. It used to be a finish. We don't see it very often. But you know what? These are why these are here. We should bring these out. You should use more of these. They're fantastic. They're so solid. People out in that crowd will say, hey, That shoulder breaker, did that really hurt that dude's shoulder? Did that hurt him? Because it looks real. He comes real close to my inner leg, into my hip flexor is where you want to drop him, as tight to you as possible. That way, the tighter he is, the less damage you can do instead of being way out here at your knee. It's such a great move. That is the end of this round.